Hey guys, it's me again. Shit, I was wrapping up the GameCube video, and I'm like, I forgot something. I know I forgot something. And as I'm turning, I see the control. I didn't go over the controller, so here we'll consider this an addendum. Let's take a quick look at the GameCube controller. Now, one of my favorite comedy writers out on the internet, Sean Baby, once said that the GameCube controller looks like a robot puked on a boomerang. I gotta agree, it does look like a robot puked on a boomerang, but it's one of the best freaking controllers out there. It's very comfortable, very ergonomic, unusual design, and it's not gigantic like the N64 controller. I mean, you look at the N64 controller, and then you look at this thing, this looks like something that you'd want to have. Now, it takes some design cues from the N64, but basically simplifies it. Once again, you have both an analog stick and a digital pad, only now you don't need to switch hand positions to use one or the other, and you can actually use both. Like, for example, in the Star Wars Rogue Leader game, you use this to steer your ship, and this to issue commands to your, like, tail gunner guys and whatnot. The C buttons have been replaced by another analog stick, which they call the C stick, or camera stick, as we like to call it in a lot of games. And basically, it has the same function, but of course now it's analog, and that's great. It's also kind of the dual analog design. Now, one's up here and one's down there, and that's kind of weird, but hey, what can you do? Following another cue from the N64, it has a start button, but no select button. Notice that. It's just a little tiny button. Now, here's the weirdest part. The A button is huge, the B button is tiny, and then you get these kidney buttons. There's the Y button and there's the X button. For some reason, it works. Now, it's not exactly the greatest for fighting games and such, but for a lot of games, this is really good. Now, it has the L and R triggers. Now, here's the real innovation. Because with every Nintendo controller, there's innovation. And with this, it's their analog. You can push them a little, or you can push them a lot. And then at the end, there's a click, which is an extra little input. Not too many games made usage of the differentiation between hitting it like that and clicking it. Like Star Wars Rogue Leader is one that I can think off the top of my head, but not all of them did that. And then there's that weird Z button. The Z button, I like the Z button, but it's a little stiff. That's the only real problem with the GameCube controller. So there's really nothing more to say about it. I just didn't want to put up those other two GameCube videos without talking about the controller, so to consider this my addendum.